Welcome to this video on the third calculation step of the FABLE model, computation of the targeted crop production. Our objective is to help you learn how crop production is calculated, through which tables, as well as what are the main inputs and outputs of the third calculation worksheet. The computation of the production from the crop sector is the third step in the FABLE calculator. For crops, the starting points are human and feed demand, which have been computed during the previous steps. The process of calculation steps is as follows. The demand for crop products, which has already been defined in the calculation of human demand and feed demand from livestock, are the starting points of the calculation of crop production. Next, imports are computed as the share of total consumption which is imported, times the consumption for each product and time step. The exported quantity is taken from the selected scenario. Consumption minus imports plus exports, increased by the share of the production which is lost, gives the production which is required domestically of each crop product and time step. An additional demand for crops comes from processing. This is related to the human and feed demand of processed commodities such as vegetable oils or refined sugar. Targeted production is the sum of the targeted production of a crop, which is used as the final product, and the targeted production of a crop, which is used for processing. Harvested area is computed as the total targeted production of a crop divided by the average annual yield in tons per hectare. The planted area is obtained by dividing the harvested area by the harvesting coefficient. Various scenario choices affect these last steps, such as productivity changes out of productivity scenarios or climate change impact scenarios, and post-harvest loss. Now that these basic seeds have been planted on how to calculate crop production, let us go find how these calculation steps look with more detail in the calculator. Crop production is calculated in the FABLE model in the green calculation worksheet called Calc Crops, using data from the respective gray worksheet called Data Crops. The main calculations comprise tables 3.A through 3.D. In the beginning of table 3.A, you can see all the relevant scenarios that are required at this level of calculations. The main input to this worksheet is a calculation of human demand for crop products, which is recalled into this worksheet by the last column of table 3.C. Table 3.C then calculates production, consumption, and trade of final crop products, as well as consumption and trade of intermediate crop products that is calculated in table 3.B. All of this results in a first indicator of production of primary products in column V called prod crop. Using this value of production of crop products, the final planted area is calculated from the actual harvested area using a harvesting intensity coefficient, which depends on productivity values. The main output of this table is a column plant area, which will feed into the worksheet for CalcLand to calculate changes in land cover. The last table in this worksheet is 3.D, which enlists a comparison between estimated crop demand and supply items and historical data from FAO commodity balance data. This table is a useful tool to check for errors and inconsistencies in the FABLE model, as we will see in the next quiz and exercise. Get those motors running!